Hello, just getting out the garage now. It's always a little bit tight, beeps a bit. I'm always saying don't forget to use your multi-use coffee cup, but I forgot mine today. Anyway, we'll carry on. Lots of great comments from the last video we've done, and that's fantastic. But also, I wanted to tell you about, have you ever been iced 4 times in the same place? 4 days running? Well, I have. It happened to me this week, and I'll tell you about it in a minute. The last episode was about opening up the network to all Tesla drivers in the UK. We've had some fantastic comments, and I want to tell you about them. Michael said that he thinks that he's against the Tesla opening up to everybody. He does care about the network, and he believes that there will be friction from other drivers who feel that non-Tesla cars are taking up limited places. He bought an M3, and one of the main reasons was the Tesla charging network, and I must agree, I feel the same way. Steve was a very early Tesla driver, and he said the percentage of the cost of the car was for the infrastructure, and Steve's from Cornwall. Also, Steve has had 13 electric cars, including 3 Teslas. He thinks it's a good idea to open up the network to everyone, and he says because due to the lack of the quality of the infrastructure. And he says that a lot of people only buy Teslas because of the infrastructure, the supercharging network. And also, how will they charge cars that charge slowly? Will they allow all the stalls to be non-Tesla? Good question. And he does go on to say that it will give Tesla more revenue, and hopefully they'll reinvest and grow the network. Rob Bruce says, not sure about the Tesla thinking behind this unless they're forced to by government legislation. Well, I don't think the government can legislate, can they? It's a private company offering a service. They can't force them to open them up to everyone, can they? I don't know. He says, but interestingly enough, Rob Bruce says he was thinking of buying a Model 3, but ordered an i4 instead on the basis that the Tesla supercharger was going to be opened up. So that's a sale lost to Tesla. Next comment, the person's withdrawn it, so I won't say your name, but it's a great comment. And he says that he doesn't think Tesla should open up their network. And he talks about lazy governments and diesel petrol car companies piggyback off Tesla. Tesla spent billions on the network, and while all these other car manufacturers have done nothing but rubbish Tesla. And he's got a very good point. If these car manufacturers, this person goes on, were really serious about an environment, they would immediately stop building diesel and petrol cars and put money into building a superb network of fast chargers, as Tesla have done with their network. He says that 2 years ago he went to BMW and Mercedes showrooms, and both companies were falling over themselves to sell him a diesel car, telling him not to care about this rubbish about the environment. Tesla's only a fad. Eventually the government will make Tesla open up all their superchargers to all manufacturers of EV cars. Good comments. So what do you think? Should Tesla open up their fast chargers to everyone? In the previous video, please take a look at it. We talked about how it's being trialled in various European countries, and it possibly could be coming here. Tell me what you think. I mostly charge at home. If Jennifer and I go on a road trip, Scotland, Wales, the Isle of Wight, we then use the Tesla superchargers. So we've got quite an exciting road trip plan later on in the month up to Scotland, right up to John O'Groats. So although the Tesla superchargers are great, it will take us anywhere around the country. It's possible that we often go to quieter places where we could be 50 or 60 miles from a Tesla supercharger. So it'd be good to use other sources. For instance, destination chargers have been brilliant in the past, and Charge Place Scotland is wonderful. I really do think they've got a great system, and it's great when a government get behind something, and the Scottish government really have. So what I do, I use the 2 local the two local charging networks just to remind myself how to use them. So as a sort of a fallback, and we've got Genie Point and New Motion. And it wasn't a great experience because for 4 days I've been iced with the New Motion, and so I wrote to the council about it and the councillors, and they said they would do something on the first day. In the next 3 days, there was one place out of 2 available, so it was still technically iced, and it went on. And then when I tried to use the New Motion, it wouldn't work. I've used these in the past and they've been fine, but it started charging. They charged me 10 pence worth and then stopped, and I tried and tried and tried. I was using the electric juice card from Octopus Energy, but it just goes to show that if you're not charging at home, there are still issues. When I say to people, oh, if you can't charge at home, that's okay, there's lots of places you can charge. There are still issues, and they can be frustrating. And obviously you don't want to get yourself in a situation where you're almost empty and you have to charge. It's always good to be nicely half full when you're trying these things out, or even full, just to make sure you know the system. Like I say, New Motion I've used before in that location, haven't been iced all this week, and well, what can you do? And when I did use it, it wouldn't work, and so that's frustrating. Genie Point, again, I've used before. Got very excited last year when they said that they were going to make it contactless, so you could use your credit card, so I wouldn't have to then use their app. So that was very exciting, and this was last year, so I tried to use contactless and it didn't work. So I phoned up Genie Point and they said, no, we're not doing apps anymore. We'll register your card so you can be contactless at anywhere. So he did that, and while he was waiting, I used the contactless card and it seemed to work. But these things are frustrating. They take time, and all these companies need to get it sorted out, you know. The beauty of being a Tesla driver, you've got the network, you just drive in and take the charge plug out and stick it in the car, and it knows who you are. With all these other systems, they've got to sort this out. And of course, places that allow or putting in these points for electric cars should stop ICE cars going there. What do you think? Please let me know. The other thing is, if Tesla do open up their superchargers to everybody, what is the name going to be when you're a Tesla pulling up at a Tesla supercharger, but you can't charge because it's full of all other manufacturers, VWs or Hyundais? What's the name for that? At the moment, we've got iced if you try and charge your car, and you can't because there's a petrol diesel there, internal combustion engine. But what's the name for a Tesla driver when he can't charge his car because there are other manufacturers there? There's got to be a name. Let me know your thoughts, and please take a look at our other videos, and hope you can subscribe and like, and don't forget to take your reusable coffee pot with you. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. Bye.